Juchuan Hamilton, affectionately known as Coco, was not just a person but a vibrant force, a beloved member of her community, known for her infectious energy and captivating performances. Today, we delve into the poignant and tragic story of Coco, a transgender woman whose life was brutally cut short. Her tale is not just a narrative of loss but a reflection on love, identity, and the harsh realities faced by many in the transgender community. Imagine a love so intense yet shrouded in secrecy, a love that was never meant to see the light of day and ended not with a gentle goodbye but with violence. Today, we explore the chilling case of Coco, whose life was tragically taken by someone she once trusted and loved. What drove this hidden romance into the shadows, and how did it unravel so catastrophically? Before we proceed, I want to express my gratitude to each of you for being here. If you're new to our channel, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to stay informed about more compelling true crime stories like this one. Juchuan Hamilton, known affectionately as Coco, was from St. Mark, Haiti but relocated to Greensboro, North Carolina, a city renowned for its vibrant culture and strong community values. Her family was a tight-knit group, providing a home filled with love, laughter, and acceptance. This nurturing environment allowed Coco to feel truly seen and valued, which became a fundamental part of her identity. From a young age, Coco showed a remarkable talent for creativity. Her family fondly recalls her transforming their living room into a stage, where she would captivate them with impromptu dances and dramatic storytelling. These were not merely child's play, they were Coco's early expressions of herself, sharing her colorful inner world with those she loved. As Coco grew, she began to understand her identity as a transgender woman. This realization was both liberating and challenging. Greensboro's cultural environment offered inspiration and obstacles, with its progressive art scene contrasting against more traditional societal norms. This mix required Coco to navigate a path filled with both support and adversity. During her teenage years, Coco embarked on a profound journey toward self-acceptance. Despite facing discrimination and prejudice, she remained resilient. She found a supportive network within Greensboro's LGBTQ+ community, where she connected with others who shared her experiences and dreams. These connections gave her strength, helping her embrace her identity with courage and pride. The ballroom scene became a crucial part of Coco's life. This vibrant subculture, known for celebrating diversity and self-expression, became a sanctuary for her. Participating in ballroom events was not just about performance, it was a declaration of self-acceptance and authenticity. Her presence was magnetic, inspiring others to embrace their true selves. Beyond her personal journey, Coco made significant contributions to her community. She became a passionate advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, using her voice to fight for equality and inclusion. Her role in organizing local pride events highlighted her commitment to creating a world where everyone felt accepted and valued. Through these efforts, Coco provided a platform for marginalized voices, fostering a sense of belonging and understanding. Coco was also a mentor to young LGBTQ+ individuals. Understanding the power of representation, she shared her story openly, encouraging others to live authentically. Her mentorship extended beyond the ballroom, as she worked tirelessly to create safe spaces for dialogue and support within her community. Coco's efforts were transformative, leaving a lasting impact on those she mentored and the community at large. Coco's life and work made her a symbol of strength and authenticity. Her legacy is a testament to the power of love, acceptance, and the courage to live one's truth. Those who knew her speak of her with admiration, recalling her as a beacon of joy and a fierce advocate for those who felt marginalized. Her story continues to inspire, reminding us all of the importance of embracing our identities and supporting one another in our journeys toward self-acceptance. Coco's relationship with Jeremy, a sport analyst amidst other things, began at a local ballroom event, a place full of energy and acceptance. Jeremy, drawn by a friend curious about the culture, was immediately captivated by Coco's performance. Her grace and charisma on stage were undeniable, and their eyes met in a fleeting but powerful connection. This encounter set the stage for a deeply emotional yet complex relationship. Their early interactions were filled with excitement and passion typical of new love. They spent many evenings sharing intimate conversations, exploring mutual interests, and building a foundation of trust and affection. Coco was attracted to Jeremy's charm and kindness, while Jeremy admired Coco's authenticity and courage. However, Jeremy had a girlfriend and a daughter, which added complexity to their relationship. As their relationship progressed, Coco and Jeremy faced the reality of their differing life experiences and societal pressures. Jeremy, identifying as bisexual, struggled with fear of societal judgment and the potential impact on his life if their relationship became public. This fear led him to keep their bond a secret, which weighed heavily on Coco, who valued openness and honesty. The secrecy surrounding their relationship introduced a layer of complexity that affected both partners emotionally and psychologically. For Coco, the hidden nature of their love was a source of pain and frustration. She longed for a relationship that could be celebrated openly, one where she and Jeremy could freely express their love. The need to conceal their bond conflicted with her desire for authenticity and transparency. For Jeremy, the fear of judgment and rejection created a barrier between him and his true feelings for Coco. He was caught between his love for her and societal expectations. This internal conflict often led to moments of tension and misunderstanding, as Jeremy grappled with his identity and the implications of their relationship on his life. Coco's friends observed the strain that secrecy placed on her, noting how it sometimes dimmed her vibrant spirit. They saw the toll it took on her emotional well-being, as she navigated the complexity of loving someone not ready to embrace their relationship publicly. Despite these challenges, Coco's love for Jeremy remained strong, characterized by empathy and understanding of his struggles. Experts in relationship dynamics often highlight the challenges faced by couples where one or both partners have hidden identities. The need to conceal such an integral part of one's life can lead to feelings of isolation, anxiety, and emotional distress. In Coco and Jeremy's case, these dynamics were further complicated by the societal stigma surrounding both their identities and their relationship. Despite the challenges, there were moments of profound connection and joy between Coco and Jeremy. They shared dreams for a future where they could live openly and without fear. However, the persistent secrecy and fear ultimately created a rift that became increasingly difficult to bridge. Coco's friends often reflected on her resilience and her ability to find joy even in difficult circumstances. They admired her capacity to love deeply and unconditionally, even when faced with the complexities of a hidden relationship. Her story, and the dynamics of her relationship with Jeremy, serve as a poignant reminder of the emotional and psychological challenges faced by many in similar situations. Keeping a relationship secret can make people feel very stressed and worried. When people hide their love from others, it can feel like carrying a heavy secret all the time. This can make them feel alone and sad because they can't share their happiness with friends or family. People often keep relationships secret because they are scared of what others might think or say. They might worry that others won't accept them or will treat them badly. This can make them feel like they have to pretend to be someone else, which is really hard and can make them feel upset or confused inside. Think about how it feels when you have to keep something important to you a secret. It's not easy, right? We want you to think about how society's opinions can affect relationships. Have you ever seen or felt what it's like when people can't show their true feelings because they're worried about what others might think? How can we all help make the world a place where everyone can love who they want openly and without fear? We'd love to hear what you think, so please share your thoughts in the comments. Coco Hamilton, who also loved to be called Quenisha Chantel, was a wonderful person known for her joy and talent in the ballroom and drag communities. Sadly, on November 15, 2024, something very tragic happened to her in Greensboro, North Carolina. Before this terrible event, Coco had been in a relationship with Jeremy Reynolds. Coco ended the relationship 4 months earlier because it wasn't working out. Unfortunately, Jeremy was very upset about the breakup and had a hard time accepting it. Jeremy, who had a girlfriend and a daughter, invited Coco over to talk about the breakup. During this meeting, in a tragic turn of events, he shot her multiple times. Despite her injuries, Coco tried to drive away but crashed her car on Guilford College Road near Britford Parkway, where she was later found by police. This shocking and heartbreaking event deeply saddened everyone who knew Coco. When people heard about Coco's death, they were extremely sad and upset. Her family and friends missed her very much and remembered her as someone who was full of life and kindness. They shared stories about how she made everyone smile and how she was always true to herself. The community where Coco was loved and celebrated came together to honor her memory. They held gatherings to remember all the good things about Coco and to support each other during this difficult time. People talked about how important it is to love and accept everyone and to make sure the world is a safe place for people like Coco. Coco's story reminds us all of the need to be kind and caring to one another, and her memory continues to inspire people to work towards a more loving world. In the quiet courthouse, people gathered with heavy hearts to hear the case of Juchuan Coco Hamilton. Coco was a lively and joyful young woman who was loved by many for her bright spirit and her performances in the ballroom community. Her sudden and tragic death left everyone who knew her in deep sorrow. Jeremy Reynolds was arrested and charged with first-degree murder for Coco's death. This is a very serious charge because it means that the police and lawyers believed Jeremy planned to harm Coco. The case against him began with the prosecutor explaining these serious charges to the court, making it clear that this was about seeking justice for Coco. As the trial went on, the courtroom was filled with strong emotions like anger and sadness. Coco's family and friends shared stories about her, remembering how she made everyone smile and how brave she was in being herself. These stories showed just how much Coco meant to everyone who knew her. Legal experts also talked about how this case was important not only for Coco but also for everyone facing similar situations. They explained that transgender people often face special dangers, especially when their relationships are kept secret. This case was a reminder that more needs to be done to protect and understand people like Coco. Jeremy's lawyers tried to tell a different story, trying to make the jury question the charges against him. But throughout the trial, the main focus was on finding justice for Coco and making sure her story would lead to positive changes. As the trial ended, everyone was reminded of the need to keep working for a safer and kinder world for transgender people. Coco's case became a call to action for everyone to treat each other with respect and love, no matter who they are. In the end, Coco's story was more than just a legal case. It was a powerful reminder of her lively spirit and the impact she had on those around her. Her memory continues to inspire people to push for a world where everyone is treated equally and with kindness. As we explore the case of Coco Hamilton, various experts, including legal specialists, psychologists, and criminologists, share their insights on the broader significance of this tragic event. They highlight how it underscores the vulnerabilities faced by transgender individuals, especially in relationships that are hidden or not fully accepted by society. The charges of first-degree murder in this case emphasize the urgent need for justice, not only for Coco but for all victims of intimate partner violence. This case serves as a wake-up call for society to understand and address these pressing issues more effectively. Coco's story, sadly, is not an isolated one. Statistics reveal that transgender individuals, particularly transgender women of color, face a high risk of violence. In 2023 alone, at least 40 transgender or gender nonconforming people were killed in the United States, with many cases remaining unsolved. These numbers highlight the pervasive nature of such violence, and stories like Coco's underline the need for urgent change. Advocacy groups continue to work tirelessly to push for stronger legal protections and reforms. These efforts include advocating for anti-discrimination laws and better training for law enforcement to handle cases involving transgender victims with the sensitivity and understanding they deserve. In response to Coco's tragic death, her community has come together in powerful ways to honor her memory and advocate for change. Memorials and vigils have been held to celebrate her life, bringing together friends, family, and allies to mourn her loss and take a stand against violence. Advocacy campaigns have been launched to raise awareness about the challenges faced by transgender individuals and to push for greater acceptance and equality. The community encourages everyone to get involved, whether by participating in local events, supporting national LGBTQ+ organizations, or simply educating themselves and others about these critical issues. Together, they hope to create a safer and more inclusive world for all. Coco's friends and family share personal reflections, painting a picture of a person who was full of life and love. They remember her laughter, her artistry in the ballroom scene, and her unwavering courage to be herself. Coco's legacy is one of inspiration, urging others to live authentically and stand up for what is right. As we reflect on Coco's story, we are encouraged to consider our own roles in promoting acceptance and understanding. Each of us can make a difference by fostering environments of kindness and respect and by standing as allies to those who need our support. The story of Coco Hamilton is a call to action. It emphasizes the importance of continued advocacy for transgender rights and the need for systemic changes to ensure safety and equality for all people, regardless of their gender identity. We are reminded of the power of love and acceptance and urged to be proactive allies in our communities. By engaging with these issues and supporting efforts for change, we can honor Coco's memory and work towards a future where everyone is free to live their lives with dignity and respect. Let us carry forward her legacy by committing to a world where love and acceptance triumph over hate and violence. If you found this content insightful and want to support the cause, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your engagement helps us continue to spread awareness and advocate for positive change. Thank you for being part of this journey towards a more inclusive world.